watch and listen for just a minute. The P-38 Lightning. The P-38 Lightning prototype first flew in January of 1939. It was produced for the Royal Air Force and was first named the Atlanta, and that's for our crew from In Concert Productions and Air Show 1, J. Rabbit and the gang from Atlanta. Production of all versions of this great Lockheed fighter totaled, according to one source, 9,924 airplanes. The Power Plant 2 turbocharged Allison V12 liquid-cooled engines. Like our cars, it had a radiator for each engine, and each of those engines generated about 1,425 horsepower. It was the same type of engine that was used in the Curtiss P-40 Warhawk, where most engines during World War II were radial piston engines. These V12 engines really did a great job, but having a radiator caused some other problems. But the V12 engine in this, and also the V12 engines designed by Rolls-Royce, were in a number of British aircraft, including the Supermarine Spitfire, the Hawker Hurricane, and even the Lancaster bomber. This P-38 is from Allied fighters. It was built as an L model and served with the 11th Air Force in Alaska. Steve Hinton flying a barrel roll. Very challenging. The idea in a barrel roll is to fly around an imaginary point in the sky, starting and stopping at the same altitude, airspeed, and heading, using the ailerons, rudder, elevator, and power to accomplish all that. It looks so easy. Ralph, tell me about how many P-38s are still flying in the country or in the world now? 7 out of nearly 10,000 built. Take you back to 1939. You know, you turn on your radio and you might hear something like this on the radio, Glenn Miller music. The original Lightning had engines that turned the same in opposite directions. To the pilot's right, the propeller rotates in a clockwise direction. From the pilot's left engine on the left wing, it rotates in a counterclockwise direction. It minimized the torque and made it easier to fly and maneuver. A lot of fighters of the day had sticks, control sticks that would come up through the floorboards. This airplane had a control yoke or a control wheel. There are some who believe that the reason the P-38 Lightning was the aircraft that enabled Richard Baum with 40 aerial kills and Tommy McGuire with 38 aerial kills, so that the bullets would converge at a certain distance from the aircraft. Here's a photo pass. We'll be real quiet for this. It's a a great sound. You'll hear some radio piston engines a little bit later on in the day. Top speed of this airplane got up over 410 miles per hour, up at 25,000 feet, and could fly as high as 44,000 feet. 40 and 38 victories between two Star, and another is the Lockheed U-2 spy plane. Steve Hinton will be leaving after the show today to go up to Reno, to the Reno National Air Races, where his son, Steven, has become a record setter and a grand champion at Reno. So we're into second generation award-winning pilots of warbirds and air racers. Steve Hinton also has a P-51 Mustang here, and he flew it when he was just 19 years of age. He's accrued more than 1,800 hours in the P-51 Mustang. Look at those propellers as you can see them turn to the outside. One announcement I'd like to make at this time, ladies and gentlemen, today.